of you. I hope you all are doing well. So in this tutorial we will be covering format and types of essay writing, that is basically writing task 2, which is common for both academic as well as journal students. So let's begin with format first. Before starting the format, I would like to tell you that in one of my videos I mentioned that the word limit of essay is 250 to 280 words. So over here we will see that how we are supposed to divide those 250 to 280 words. Basically we have 4 paragraphs: introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2 and conclusion in essay. Over here I have also added one body paragraph, that is BP3, which is optional. I will tell you that what it is in the last, but if I talk about the most common format, it consists of 4 paragraphs only, that is introduction, conclusion and 2 body paragraphs. Now when we start our essay, first we will introduce our essay, and the word limit of introduction is 50 to 60 words. That will be easily covered in 6 to 7 lines depending upon your handwriting. Then I told you in one of the videos, that was do's and don'ts, that after each paragraph we are supposed to leave a line. So over here also, after an introduction we will be leaving a line. Then after leaving a line, we will be moving on to the first body paragraph, that is BP1, which will be covered within 75 to 80 words, that is 10 to 11 lines. Again leave a line, body paragraph 3, and same word limit, that is 75 to 80 words and 10 to 11 lines. Then finally we will be leaving a line again and moving on to conclusion, which will be covered in 50 to 60 words, that is 6 to 7 lines. Over here, what you should have noticed is that among the 250 words, how we have separated is introduction and conclusion 50-50, that is 100, and 150 is left, which will be divided into body paragraphs 75 each. Now from this segregation of the words, one thing is very much clear, that introduction and conclusion should be smaller in size as compared to body paragraphs. This variation should be visible when examiner looks at your essay. If this variation is not visible and all the 4 body paragraphs appears to be same, then definitely your band would be deducted. So as soon as the examiner looks at the essay, he should be able to make out without reading that there is a difference between introduction, conclusion and body paragraphs. That's why I have specifically mentioned the word limits. Now one more thing I have added is body paragraph 3rd, that is optional. This body paragraph we cover for only one type of question. Now further when we will discuss types of question, I will tell you which type of question that is. Apart from that, the rest all the type of questions are covered in 2 BPs only. When we are adding 3rd body paragraph in that particular question type, then the word limit, total word limit would be same, that is 250, but you will adjust the words accordingly and make sure the major thing, that is the body paragraphs 1, 2 and 3 should appear to be bigger in size as compared to introduction and conclusion. That is the basic thing. When we are adding BP3, this should be in our mind, that we will reduce the words from introduction, conclusion and BP1 and 2, add it to BP3, but the basic concept is to make sure that body paragraphs appear to be big in size as compared to introduction and conclusion. Alright, so this was about the format of essay. So now as we have covered the format of essay, we will be moving to types of essay. Basically there are 5 types of essay. First one is positive / negative, then second one is agree / disagree, third one is advantage and disadvantage, fourth one is causes and effects, or we can also call it as reasons and solutions. And the fifth one is discuss both views and give your opinion. Alright. So first we will discuss the first three, that is positive, negative, agree, disagree, and advantage and disadvantage. Now when we talk about these first three, that is positive and negative, or agree or disagree, the question will be asked in three ways that I am mentioning over here. The question can be either that, mention the positives or negatives. What do you think? Is this a positive development or negative development? ठीक है, do you agree with this or do you disagree? Like suppose the question is that maximum student these days are using mobile phone, while this is not good for them. Do you agree or disagree? So when this question, whether it is advantage or disadvantage, whether it is agree or disagree or positive or negative, the word that is asked over there is or, then definitely it means that we have to choose one among both, whether it can be positive or negative, agree or disagree, advantage or disadvantage. So whenever or word is written in question in these three categories, we will be going with one side opinion. We will never go with partial opinion, and the reason behind this is that when we, like sometimes what happen is that the question is this question only, we can take the example that nowadays children are using mobile phone, so it is not good for them. Do you agree or disagree? So definitely we have both kind of opinion. I can also say that it is not good for children because it is affecting their eyesight and causing physical issues, but it is positive also because mobile phone has helped them a lot in their education. But when I will give this partial opinion, there are chances that I might contradict my answer only. So whenever I will contradict my answer, there are definitely my band scores would be deducted. So that's why it is preferred not to go with partial opinion and always go with one-sided opinion when question like or is asked, and among the two you have to choose one. Okay, now the next thing is and. Then after or, there is a question type that talks is and. That is, it tells that mention both the positives and negatives. Okay, like we can say that this question only, that mobile phone is used by children and it is not good for them. Mention both the positives and negatives of the usage of mobile phone. So in this type of question where the demand of the question itself says that you have to tell both the views, so over here you will be discussing both. So it is very simple. In this type of question where and is given, we will be discussing both the opinions. In one body paragraph I will mention positives, or you can say advantage, and the next body paragraph I will mention negatives or disadvantage. Whereas when there was or type of question, so in or type of question I was with one side opinion, and in both the body paragraphs, whether it is one or two, I will be mentioning that opinion itself. Okay, the next one is outweigh. This is a question that is a little bit confusing question. So outweigh means that the question would be like, I can take an example over here. Do you think the positives do you think the positives overweigh the negatives? Okay, overweigh means that the positives are more and negatives are more. So over here, if I talk in layman language, the meaning of this sentence, that do you think the positives overweigh the negatives, is कि क्या आपको लगता है कि positives ज़्यादा है negative से? If you feel that the answer is yes, so what you will be doing is you will be mentioning two positives and one negative. That means whenever overweigh question is there, we have to answer it in the form of ratio. Over here I will be giving 2:1, or I can definitely give 3:1 also, that is 3 positives or and 1 negative, or it can be 3 positives and 2 negatives. In short, I have to show that the positives are overweighing the negatives. Okay, but if I say no, that the positives do not overweigh the negatives, then it will be vice versa. I will mention 1 positive and 2 negatives. Okay, so over here my ratio would be 1:2. Very simple. Okay, so we have discussed 3 questions: positive, negative, agree, disagree, advantage, disadvantage, which have further 3 types: or, and outweigh. So in or type of question we will be supporting one side opinion, whereas in and we will be mentioning both, and in outweigh we have to give the answer in the form of ratio. Okay, now moving on to the next question, that is causes and effects and reasons and solutions. This is considered as one of the most easiest type, because the question is like that: mention the causes of deforestation and what are its effects. ठीक है, or it can be what are the causes of air pollution and what are its effects, what are the reasons of use a high increase in traffic and what are its solutions. So such type of question, it is very easy in one body this can be attempted in 2 ways. The first way says that in body paragraph 1 you will be mentioning the causes or the reasons depending upon the question. Then in body paragraph 2 you will be mentioning effects or the solutions depending upon the question. Okay, and the second way says in body paragraph 1 you will be mentioning one cause, or you can say one reason, plus one effect or one solution. Suppose I am mentioning one cause, then I will give the effect of that cause. If I am mentioning the reason of that cause, I will be mentioning the solution of that cause. Like suppose if I take this question of traffic, that what is the reason of increase in traffic and what are its solution. The first one is that people don't use public transport. ठीक है, so what can be the solution? The solution is that create awareness among the general public to use public transport, ठीक, or else so this kind of thing you will be doing, mentioning one reason and one effect, or one cause and one solution. Similarly in body paragraph 2 you will be mentioning the second cause or second reason plus second effect or second solution depending upon the question. These both ways are correct and you can choose any one in whichever you feel you are more comfortable. Now we will move on to the last question, that is discuss both views and give your opinion. This is considered one of the most important question. Why? Because there are a lot of misunderstanding about this question, and this is the question in which maximum of the students make mistake. First of all, this is the only question type in which we will be writing 3 BPs. While I was talking about the format, I mentioned you that over here I have written third body paragraph, but it is only written in one question. So that question is this question, that is discuss both views and give your opinion. In this question type we will be writing 3 body paragraphs. Let's take an example of this question, then only it will be clear. So example is that women are joining defense forces these days. Some say that this job is not suitable for women. Some say that some says that this job is not suitable for women, while others have a different view. Discuss both views and give your opinion. So in this type of question, there are two views. First, let's begin with the question. The question says that women are joining defense forces these days. So nowadays it is very commonly you can see that women are joining defense forces, whether it is Navy, Air Force or Army. And next part of the question says that some say that this job is not suitable for women. कुछ लोगों को लगता है कि ये जॉब उनके लिए suitable नहीं है, while others have a different view. So others have a different view means that definitely these are those people who think that this job is suitable for them and they are well to do with this job. Okay, so the demand of the question is discuss both views and give your opinion. In this type of question, what we will do is in BP1 we will mention the first view. We will give the reason that why this job is not suitable for them. Okay, and in body paragraph 2 we will give the second view, that why this job is suitable for them. And in BP3 we will give our opinion, my view. My view can be anything from the above mentioned views. Either I will be supporting the first view or I will be supporting the second view. I am again saying you that either I will be supporting the first one or the second one. So my view need not be partial, it will be among these two only. Okay, whether I will support women or I will not support women in this profile. So in this type of question where it says that discuss both views and give your opinion, you will be mentioning first view in first BP, second view in second BP, and third view will be in third BP it will be your view. Often it is seen on internet or in various other sites, you can see that there are some people who say that we can include our view in conclusion, but I would like to tell all of you that no, never do that mistake, because then definitely our band scores would be deducted, because in conclusion we cannot give our view. That is conclusion. We will be ending our essay. When I will tell you about how to write conclusion, then I will tell you that why this thing is not correct. But over here I would just like to mention that never do this mistake that you write your view in conclusion. Not to do that. So it is very clear, 3 BPs, first one, first BP, first view, second BP, second view, third BP, your view. That's it. Conclusion is something different, and definitely we will discuss that in some other tutorial. So over here today I told you about the types of essays and the format of essay. I hope it is clear to all of you. So that's it for today. Thank you so much.